I want everyone on the independent circuit right now that has ever booked Fred Yehi. Look me in my cold, dead eyes. You can thank me for giving him to you.
You notice the tape on Ray Fury's shoulder? I just got to wonder about that tape. I didn't see that earlier, so he must have, maybe he's injured that shoulder.
Something happened along the way, and my goodness, we saw him take a vicious pile driver versus Chip Hazard, and I, for one, was surprised to even see him walk out of here, and I did not think he would get to this final, but I don't know it all. I know most of it, but what I know right now is he's got to stay on target and on mission if he wants to win this, because Fred Yehi is doing what Fred Yehi does best, and that is ground you dead center of the ring. You see him standing on that hand. Ray Fury cannot move an inch without hurting his own hand.
He's trying to separate that shoulder. It's exactly what he's trying to do. Trying to create more separation in there. Ray quick to get to the ropes there, which is a good move on Ray's part.
And Fred Yehi holding on to that hold as long as he possibly could without a disqualification.
Well, that's smart too. I mean, if you know the guy's got an injured part, you've got to take advantage of it. I mean, this is a first right here. This is actually part of wrestling history. To my knowledge, there's never been a heavyweight champion like this that I know of. The Indie Wrestling Channel, first ever Indie Wrestling Channel heavyweight champion.
Not only that, this is the first meeting between these two competitors, and not a lot of time to get prepared. Not a lot of time at all between that second round and this final. So they had to rest up.
Well, anytime you're in a bracket situation like that, there hardly is any time to prepare, because who do you know who you're going to face?
Absolutely. So what you're looking at here is, as much as wrestling we are measuring here, we're going to be measuring conditioning as well to see which one of these two men can stand up. This is their third match tonight, and Larry, we have seen this entire tournament. There has not been a gimme in it. Right back to that shoulder. You were spot on when you saw that tape, because Yehi saw it too, and he is focusing the attack right on it.
I hate to say it, but when you wear something like that, it almost becomes a target. I mean, I know it's supposed to help, but it almost becomes a target also.
Talked about that earlier with Chip Hazard and that sling he wears on a similar shoulder. Ray Fury did not focus attack on it. He was more concerned with staying alive in that match, because Chip Hazard was all over him. But right now, Fred Yehi has withstood the early onslaught, and now he is wrestling Fred Yehi's match. Ray Fury would much prefer this to be faster paced, moving around, a lot of momentum, moving and jumping. But right now, he is grounded, and I can tell you, if he stays in a wrestling match, a pure technical wrestling match with Fred Yehi, his chances of victory are greatly decreased.
I've got to agree with you there. Fred is, I mean, as you can look at him and see, he's ready to go. He's built. He looks great. So I got to agree with you there. If he's going to try to, he's got to turn up the tempo just a little bit.
Absolutely. Fred Yehi still has him locked in, but Ray Fury has the fight in him of a champion. But we'll see if he has the skill to. Trying for that kick one time, missed it, but went right back to it. Yehi didn't get out of the way fast enough. Ray Fury knows what works for him, and it's those feet, and it is his fury. And right now, he has got Fred Yehi on a bad side of town, driving that shoulder in. The good shoulder, mind you.
Uh-oh, look there, though. Look at that.
Now, I have seen enough of Yehi to know.
That looks painful from here.
That what he is doing right now is he is setting Ray Fury up for that Koji clutch that I have seen him win many titles with. Oh, goodness gracious. And that's where he's going with it.
Face down, face first. Man, that right there could separate a shoulder in just a New York minute.
And now Yehi is stalking his victim, and he's weathered the storm, and now his game plan is keep that shoulder hurting, keep that shoulder throbbing. Ray Fury can't think about moves. He can't think about offense. Oh, my goodness.
Have mercy.
I didn't know if it was dove season outside or if Fred Yehi had just landed a 30 off 6 buck right into his chest. Massive chops.
You can feel that thump back here. There's a couple back from Ray Fury. Ooh, and a big
that
right hand.
forearm was vicious.
So Ray firing back. Neither man really got the advantage as of right now, except for Ray having to fight pretty much one-handed.
Absolutely. But Ray is to his feet. Yehi is down, and he has got to stay on top of him. He can't give him an inch of room because Fred Yehi's home is in that ring. So anywhere in there, he can be deadly and dangerous, and Ray has got to be on point with everything because he is a bit of the underdog here.
Ooh. There's a back elbow. That'll stop you dead in your tracks. Fisherman suplex.
Just done to perfection, and that could have been it.
Oh, son, that was close. That had to be like 2 7/8 right there. Ray, it looks like Ray's almost spent there. He's going to have to pick it up.
We saw Ray.
Fred's calling for it.
Yeah, he's calling for that Koji clutch, and if he locks it on right there, dead center of the ring, there's going to be nowhere for Ray Fury to go.
Such intensity in the face of Fred Yehi. I mean, just look at the intensity. Oh, he's going for it right here.
Everything he does, he works to a purpose. He hooked him there in the legs, and oh my goodness, trying for the powerbomb, but no! Oh! Could that be enough? Could that be enough? And on another day it might have been, but Ray Fury's got 2 matches already in him, and so he could not capitalize and make the cover immediately.
He's got to turn over. He's got to turn over and hook that leg.
Official right on top of this contest, calling it down the middle, and he has reached a count of 4, and now it is 5. One of these men could win this thing by just standing up. Both of these men have gone through it all today. I got to tell you, this tournament, Larry, it was lined up, star-studded, and performed even better than that. As great as the names were on the poster, the matches were even better.
I agree with you there. I guarantee you there's not been a bad match on the card today. It's been an amazing show here in LJ, Georgia.
Absolutely intense action here in the inaugural Indie Wrestling Channel Heavyweight Tournament. And Freddie, that's something, you see how deep Fred Yehi is digging. He is not a guy who does a lot of kicks in matches. Fred Yehi is about strikes and grappling, but if you had to pull out a kick, that means Fred Yehi might be in desperation move, and that is going to be dangerous.
And I've got to say, right there, you notice Ray Fury, he hooked the leg, but he could only hook it with one arm. So trying to hook a guy in with only one arm, man, that's hard to do. It's hard to hold him.
Fred has effectively managed to, but that crossbody, short arm crossbody.
That's close for Ray. He's staying in there. He's holding his ground.
I don't think, oh no, that is a bad one. That is a bad one for Ray Fury right there. That is bad because the momentum he had is now taken away. But he's going up. If he's got that, but can he hook him? Can he hook him with that other arm for the Death Valley Driver?
I don't know that he can get it up there.
He couldn't even lift it.
And he just nailed him.
Oh no. Arm bar. Lock that arm bar.
He's got an arm bar.
Nowhere for Fury to go. He has got to. I thought he might be tapping. I see. There it is. And your first ever Indie Wrestling Channel Heavyweight Champion is Fred Yehi.
Fred Yehi takes it to Ray Fury, but I tell you what, Ray didn't back down not one bit. But Fred stays in there, stays aggressive, and he took it to him.
We have not seen the end of Ray Fury by a long shot, but this night belongs to Fred Yehi.
Indie Wrestling Channel World Championship.
Holy shit. I thought some of these pros who had bad backstage manners and mannerisms and personalities and 8-year-old third grade girl fits, you know what? Yehi's no different.